3.
World War I was the greatest crime that has been done against humanity and the freedom of people. The Allies had won victories over the Central Powers after intense battles against each other for over 4 years. Today, we, as so-called Big Four, gathered in the Versailles to decide the fate of Germany in the future. What are your opinions about the consequence that Germany should receive?
I find no mercies to show any. I find no needs to show any mercy on Germany. The French public had never really forgiven the Germans for the reparation and damage that they had to pay following the Franco-Prussian War of 1871. Germany has to be blamed for initiating a worldwide war that involved most of major European countries and causing a number of damages in Europe which cannot be restored in a short-term period.
I agree with Convention. For many years, the ruler of Germany strived to dominate Europe. They were never satisfied with the growing prosperity and influence to which Germany was entitled, and required that they should be able to dictate and tyrannize to a subservient Europe. The Germans had even threatened Britain by strengthening their naval forces, though they were aware of the power of the Royal Navy.
The Germans' naval buildup soon affected the U.S. significantly. Their U-boats not only damaged the British naval force but also the U.S. ships, which is illustrated in the case of Lusitania.
We have to restrict the German naval force. It has to have at most 6 naval ships.
In addition, Germany should have as much restriction as possible in military. Their army capacity should be reduced to about 100,000 men so that another catastrophe like this would never occur again. Also, in order to regulate her economy, the German colonies should be regulated under any of Allied nations.
The objective of this conference is to guarantee peace.
Remind yourselves with all those damages that had been done during the war in France. 300,000 houses were destroyed in German-occupied France. 6,000 factories were stripped of machinery. 1,000 miles of railway line and over 1,000 bridges were destroyed as the Germans retreated in 1918. The battlefields of Belgium and France obviously suffered. The French had to remove 300 million meters of wire and fill 50 million square meters of trenches. Much valuable agricultural land was rendered useless by unexploded shells and leaking gas cylinders.
Wonder why you are called a tiger. Stop acting like an uncivilized one. We have to remember that you are here today to find a peaceful one.
I understand where Wilson is coming from. Well, I think we can blame Germany for some responsibility, but not at all. Not all. As I mentioned earlier, we should put some efforts in order to stabilize Germany and establish peaceful relationships in Europe.
What? Why do you need to help Germany that has caused our millions of people, including innocent civilians, to die and suffer?
Germany had done some horrible things, but look at Russia. They have turned into a communist country. I'm afraid that if we blame Germany too much, it will eventually turn into communism after being disillusioned.
Such possibility of the formation of communist nation should not exist anymore. I think it is dangerous to demand Germany excessive compensations. We should consider what we can do to Germany in order to avoid Bolsheviks to prevail in German society. We need to examine the 14 points more closely, which seem to be the most ideal solution. Revenge could backstab us in the future.
Just wait here. Why you only focus on the matters regarding Germany? Although all members agree that Germany is the cause of World War I, we should also deal with the Austrian territory, since the Austrian-Hungary monarch is another probable instigator of the war. When Italy decided to support the Allies, both French and Britain ambassadors promised the prosperity of Italy. We too deserve some territorial compensation in return for our support during the war. In fact, our change of decisions to join the Allies was quite crucial in winning the war. Therefore, I request you to consider about distribution of Austrian territory once more.
Yes, Italy's decision did make a significant effect on the outcome of the war, but I don't think taking away Hungarian territory is fair for other countries. I believe that neutralizing the Adriatic coast should be reasonable. Although such feeling of revenge and anger seem to be common notions, we have to try to settle down those negative relations through more peaceful methods. In fact, such methods can be enforced with support of the legal nations.